Hello, and welcome to Songs for the Struggling Artist, the blogcast. This is episode 218. My name is Emily Rainbow Davis, and I have been receiving calls for Beverly lately for someone who's running for office in West Virginia, and they have a delightful West Virginian accent, and they want me to help with that election for my country people of West Virginia. But I'm not even from West Virginia. I'm from Virginia, which is a whole other state, for those of you who are not familiar with these United States. Anyway, yeah, they call me up and they say, like, Beverly, it's time to help with Paula's campaign. And I've texted them back because they're also texting me. And I've been like, hello. She sounds like a great candidate. Good luck to her. My name is not Beverly. Maybe you want to try and campaign in the state that you're in. Like maybe reaching out to voters in New York for a West Virginia campaign is maybe not going to help the campaign all that much, so you can focus your energies elsewhere. Anyway, I said that a little bit more condensed in a text. But I'm still getting texts and calls for Beverly. Poor Beverly is not receiving the support from her candidate that she needs, and I'm getting it all. So, hello. Today's post is a little bit about the current moment. It's hard to write about the arts and stuff when very few of them are actually able to happen, especially of the performing variety. So I find myself thinking about, the things that we're all thinking about, probably. I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, I've had some nice feedback on this one, so glad to be able to share it with you. It is called Comfort is Not the Point. Now that things have started to open up a little bit, there are increasingly tough decisions to be made. There are negotiations to be had. There are choices to consider. Let me know what you're comfortable with, someone said as we negotiated how we'd be together in this moment. But comfort is not the point. Masks aren't comfortable. Keeping at least 6 feet away from people we care about is not comfortable. Staying in our uncomfortable apartment is not comfortable. But comfort isn't the point. I am very comfortable without a mask. I am comfortable in close proximity to people. I'm comfortable hugging almost anyone. I'm a theater person. I'm comfortable with a massage circle. Heck, in the right crowd and context, I'd even be comfortable in a dog pile with face-to-face singing. I'd be so comfortable in a big theater chock full of people. That's my happy place. And so comfortable. What I'm comfortable with doesn't matter. What matters is what's smart. What matters is what we can do to help end this thing. I'd like nothing more than to go to a party with all my friends and dance and hug and talk and sing and eat and drink and share a bunch of food and forget about this thing for a while. Just forget about the masks and the distance. That sounds fun and nice and comfortable. But it won't help end this thing, even if I'm comfortable with it. I want this over. If my discomfort in a mask can help get it over, I'm going to do that. People aren't wearing masks because we like them and they feel great. They don't. We wear them because there's evidence that the more people who wear them, the sooner this nightmare is over. I think this is one of the fundamental disconnects in our country. There are, of course, many political reasons wearing a mask has become such a volatile conflict, but in some ways, I also think we're looking at a comfort issue. Americans are used to being comfortable. We have heating in the winter and AC in the summer. We can hop from air-conditioned cars into air-conditioned homes and find everywhere we go is somewhat comfortable. a lot of Americans will make decisions based on what feels comfortable for them. They check in with themselves, see if something makes them comfortable or uncomfortable, and they go with the thing that's comfortable. There's something about comfort and trusting one's gut, too. Many an American makes decisions based on feelings. Like, if something feels bad, they don't do it. If it feels good, they do. They don't need science because they've gotten this far by just following their instincts. The man who holds the office of the presidency is known to make his decisions this way, too. He goes with what feels right. The problem with going with what feels right, though, is that what feels right and comfortable is what is familiar. It is all of us gathered together at the church or the theater or for a meal. But all of those things have become risky. They don't feel risky, though. They feel nice. They feel comfortable and comforting. But they could also be deadly. And what's so tricky is that you won't feel it right away. It could be 2 weeks before you know that party that felt so comfortable and right was a super spreading event, and your feelings will change about it only then, long after you leave it. Our feelings just aren't that reliable right now. The perils that lurk won't send up your danger signals. You won't get that "this doesn't feel safe" vibe that you might feel in a dark street that will have you hightailing it out of there. You can't scent the air and feel that hurricane coming. Check in with your feelings? You're likely to get comforting vibes, and they could be very wrong. I can't stop thinking of that 30-year-old man who went to a COVID party in Texas. This was a party where everyone got together with someone who'd tested positive, and then they all had a swell time together. I'm sure they laughed and joked about the hoax, and significantly, I bet they were all very comfortable there. Then this man had to go to the hospital, and before he died there, he told his nurse, "I think I made a mistake. I thought this was a hoax, but it's not." He was very comfortable going to that party, but his comfort didn't save him. It's not about comfort. If I'm a stickler for wearing my mask and washing my hands and social distancing right now, it's not because I'm uncomfortable doing the things everyone else is doing. I would love nothing more in this world than to go sit with a big crowd of smiling people, all pressed up together, maybe singing along to our favorite band. But right now, it would not be wise. It would be a risk. It might be comfortable, but it would be a mistake. We need to listen to science, not our guts. We need to check in with experts, not our own or anyone else's comfort. I'm generally a gut follower, and I am a big fan of being comfortable, but now is not the moment for my comfort. It is the moment to follow guidance and wisdom. As I'm recording this, I think there is a party happening in our backyard in like the sort of, it's not a yard. We don't have a backyard. The building next door has like a concrete area that has been in the last couple of months. It's been like a church service, I feel like, was happening there. And there have been, some, sounds like a concert or a comedy show. I don't know, but there's a party there right now. And it is a tiny, sort of super depressing little concrete area behind the building next door. But I always worry about the folks back there. I mean, it is outside, so I think that's good. It's good. But it is funny that is happening as I record this about being smart and safe. Yeah, I mean, this is relentless, is it not? I mean, for some of you in countries where things are opening up, it maybe is, there's some sense of relief. Here in New York, we're, I think, at 1% for a month now. I think that's right. which is pretty good, but I am not relaxing. That is, I mean, all the stuff that's happening with schools opening, maybe. I mean, they say they're going to, but are they? And like people coming back from various other places for school and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like I have a friend who posted something on Facebook that was something like, is it too early to stop my second wave panic shopping? Which is maybe I needed the biggest laugh cry emoji. There is not one, but I wanted one because no. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. That's all. That's it. And it is really hard to make decisions. Like, and then you make one and you're like, oh, well, that was fine. So then and maybe it was a risk, but then you're like, but it did, nothing bad happen. So it's just treacherous anyway. Anyway, those are my comfort thoughts. I don't know what the better phrase is. I don't know how you check in with someone about where they're at with their risk level. I'm not sure how to ask. I mean, are you comfortable with whatever is the way we're saying it? But it doesn't feel right to me because that's not what it is, right? It's just like, here's how I'm making decisions right now or something. I don't know. I don't know how you handle it. I really am not clear. And I'm not sure how to respond when someone asks me if I'm comfortable doing something or not. Because I have an instant like, ugh, it's not about my comfort. It's just sort of like, here's what I'm doing, and here are my senses of what's okay and what's not okay, and you know, how do we make those decisions? I have no idea. I really don't. Anyway, how are you guys doing it? What's your thought process? I'd be very curious. Probably it really depends on where you are and how things are going. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to play you a song here in a second. It's a song I learned just real quick. I only became aware of this song a few days ago, but I love it. It's a delightful song. I looked up songs about, comfort and comfortable, and found Too Close for Comfort, which is a delight. I wish I had a little bit more time to really mess with it. But I got this quick turnaround these days. So boom, here we go. Song. But that'll be coming up in just a second. If you would like to find some other exciting and awesome versions of this song, Sammy Davis Jr. is a delight, of course. And he adds other little lines. There's a little line he adds in towards the end with something like, just a little pinch of soda. It makes no sense, but it is really fun. He's fun, Sammy Davis Jr. And there's also a good, it feels like it's a good kind, I don't know how to call this genre, but it's like Mel Torme, Edie Gourmet, and I feel like there's another one that's kind of in that lane. A lot of them did this one. So that'll be in just a moment. I don't know what next week's podcast is going to be. The blog I just posted a few days ago, I had to take down because the person that I referenced in it was not comfortable. Speaking of comfort. And that's a whole other variety of comfortable. And I felt like it was it would be of service to take it down for her. So I did. So unfortunately, that means the Cuban song that I was working on is no more. And I'm not sure which blog I'm going to post between them. Between now? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to discover. I will know in a few days probably, and you will also know. If you like the blogcast, thank you. Thank you for listening. And you can support it by telling someone about it, sharing it, and you can also support it with dollars. Patreon.com/Emily R. Davis. There's also Ko-fi and PayPal. Those links are in the show notes. And thank you. Thank you for listening. And I give to you now Too Close for Comfort, which you're going to listen to it. You're going to be like, this song is written for this moment, because it was not. It was written for an entirely different sentiment. But it for me, it's like, even though the comfort theme is actually quite different in this song, I feel like it was this song is for us in this pandemic, in this moment. Here it is. Too Close for Comfort. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your card when he's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your beat. He's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort, please, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be sure, beware, on your guard, take care, while there's such temptation. One thing leads to another, too late to run for cover. He's just too close for comfort now. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your card when she's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your beat. She's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort, please, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be sure, beware, on your guard, take care, while there's such temptation. One thing leads to another, too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now.